Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Graybeard Garage. My name is Matt, and today we are going to do part 2 of the DR mower. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get some of this good stuff here. We got a starter, and then the whole wire harness. So this should all be plug and play. Got an oil filter, got a new key switch, and that should be it. And then we'll go ahead and get this thing hopefully started up today. All right, so what we're gonna do is come in here and we're gonna remove this out, take all these old wires out here, and get this out and replace the switch as well. And then we'll rerun all the wires through. So we'll go ahead and start getting all that removed. And you'll probably see some other people in the video today. Hey guys, that's my brother, that's my nephew, and so we're all working. This is my brother's machine, so we'll be working on getting this running up for him so he can work it on his property in North Carolina. So if you hear a bunch of us talking, that's probably what it is. Just keep swearing to a minimum, right?
Oh, I would never.
Oh, that was easy.
Both of them just pop
Yeah,
right out?
that's
oh,
it.
But this is
Now this is your,
okay, that snaps off.
that's your operator present. Which, you know, I mean, it's a safety thing, but
This looks like
I mean, do you really need it?
this pops out as well.
Yeah, I think you just squeeze the tabs underneath.
Yep. We probably didn't even have to replace this for all we know.
Where's this thing clipping in at? Must be clipping here.
Maybe the screwdriver.
There we go. Got that off.
Screwdriver right there by your boot.
It's pinched in the
Yeah, it's pinched
front
in the
over
corner
here.
and I can't get it
Here.
there.
Watch your fingers.
Those
Watch your fingers.
sides.
All right. Let's see if we can pull it up.
There it goes.
There it is.
Nice.
Sweet. Goodbye, old key.
Makes the dream work.
That's it. Xander, you want to grab the new switch?
Hmm?
Grab the new switch. It's in the box, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. I think it goes in just like that. Look at that. That's the easiest thing you'll do today right there.
No doubt.
Switch installed.
I don't know, this is about probably the next easiest thing ever.
Yeah. So guys, this wire harness came from DR, right, Nate?
Yeah, from DR.
And so essentially it's a built-out wire harness just like you would get if you're doing like a LS swap and you're getting like a freestanding wire harness. It's kind of the same thing. Everything's all set up for you and ready to go. Even had the solenoid switch. Yeah, there it is. I think that's it. Yep, there we go. Push it up in there. That's it. Doesn't even click in. It just kind of sits on the tube. That's it. And I think the same way here. So there's 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's 332.
332. But you don't have.
That's it. Yeah, there's just one that's not probably doesn't do anything, but I would say it comes in like it's got to go in this way. It's the only way it can go.
I'll let you shove that in there then.
There
That way,
it
if it
goes.
breaks, it's your problem.
Yeah, it's
I didn't do it. You did it.
there.
Well, there goes the water.
Oh, now how will we have any drink of water?
All right, so this goes in here, just like that. And that's our operator present handle there. This safety feature that I disconnected on mine, don't tell anybody. All right, and then we're gonna work on getting the rest of this thing done. That was easy, that part of it.
Very easy. Now it's just which way does this thing go? So this is the
So your battery will come
battery
back
power.
here. Where'd that go? That go to the.
And it goes there.
You
This
should have one that goes to your
to
transmission.
This.
Yep. You might want to clean those off.
Yeah. I'm just looking where the.
Where the hell is that go? That's a ground.
That is a ground. Might need a wiring diagram. I think this goes over to this.
Yep. And then this must go to that? No.
Oh, it goes here. This is the ground right here.
Okay.
That's the primary ground for it to go to. Cool. That's the ground. That goes into here.
That boy go. Too soft.
Yep, that's the starter. I was looking for the same thing, and I don't see anywhere that
Yeah,
cable goes.
It could be for another model, like they do, you know, one wire harness, and then there's
A universal,
like a
adapter.
universal harness.
We will call that the mystery cable for now.
Because it doesn't,
It's not on that line, no.
not on that one. And that one didn't.
And all the wires I pulled off didn't have
That
it.
didn't plug into anything either, did it?
Uh,
Because you have the red one here that's freestanding like this one was.
yeah, I don't see
Right.
anything where it goes.
It might, like I said, I think it might be a universal.
Well, we have a
Build.
wiring diagram in the house that,
Oh, that's good.
if it comes to that, where we actually have to do, look at something.
Well,
So this looks like,
I'm gonna bring this around so we can see on this side. Since
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot to see
let me
here
see if I
now.
can find a wire brush for the contacts.
So here, you'll see there's a switch here for your transmission. And that just kind of slides in on top of those little studs there. And we've also got a new oil filter, so I think we're going to change the oil out today as well. And Nate's going to get the wiring diagram. That way we can keep moving forward. So it's pretty simple. There should be another ground somewhere up in here, and then you have your battery terminal, and then you have your ground. And this one's a little different than mine, whereas, let me show you. Take this off of here. So under here, you'll see this axle here. When you engage this control, you can see it slides it in. And I believe what that is a locking diff, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty darn sure, because mine does not have that option. When you use this lever up here, this actually engages my blades, whereas I think this engages the locking differential. So oh, look at that, cleaned up really good.
Yep. Get good contacts there now.
Cool.
Don't think there's any
Yeah, it looks
more.
good. I think you got that pretty good. So we'll go ahead and slide that on. Right here. Oop, wrong one. Where'd that one go? Oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it. There it is. All right. And that's it. There's no click or anything in that. It just kind of pushes on. I think it's got like the tabs in the wire harness are actually kind of like a retaining spring almost. So you'll see they just kind of push on here, and that's it for that. And I know you heard us say the ground, the main ground for the harness is right here. That's your harness ground, and that goes to here on this. So we'll get that connected too. And then we have this ground, which is your battery ground. And I believe that goes to here as well. So,
Yep,
yeah, that's right.
that is right.
Man, I kind of know what I'm talking about sometimes.
I don't.
What's this, Xander?
The ground.
That is the ground, you're right. So here's the ground for the battery and the ground for what? The wire harness? Yep. So we were just talking about this starter, and the way you get this off is you have to take your engine shroud off, or I guess that's your engine guard or your fan guard, and then you got to pull this shroud off here, and then there's just 2 bolts in there that hold that starter on. Pretty simple, doesn't take a lot of time, but it's pretty straightforward. This is a very easy unit to work on.
And down the solenoid, so it don't go nowhere.
So Xander and I were talking. He was asking what the solenoid does. So I told him it kind of controls all the electrical functions, kind of like a brain, and it routes all the power through. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now is pull the shroud off so that we can get down to the starter. There it is. Probably pressure wash this wood down and see what you got left too.
That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, that's how good it is.
Yeah.
Go back the bolt.
Did Mom tell you about Avery?
Nuts, I mean.
Did Mom tell you about Avery?
What did Avery do?
Avery's noticing that Bubba's missing. Mom says Avery won't leave downstairs. Don't cut the hose.
They're pack animals. A cat don't care when another cat dies usually. But a dog,
Why didn't you show them their dead body then?
so they know he's gone.
But they wouldn't care.
Should I run down and get a fuel filter for this quarter inch?
I would.
That goes there, right? And yeah.
Yeah.
That's the right. That goes for that.
I mean, I wouldn't want to run it. Well,
Oh, there's garbage in that tank that I don't
right,
trust.
and then you'll get
A new project.
carburetor work to do.
Do it right once.
I mean, granted, the carburetor's easy to work on, but you don't have to. Okay, that. There. Wiped out. Hey.
Yep, he fell.
Yeah, you hit it pretty hard.
He's strong. Can you get right back up? You don't want to take him down.
Looks like the shroud's just kind of like shrouded. So something to think about when you're working on this particular part of this mower is underneath this shroud here. There are actually spacers, and you don't want to lose those. Otherwise, when you put your shroud back on, it'll drag across. So when you pull this off, you'll see these spacers. So don't lose those. Because if you do, then this drags all over that and it makes a wretched sound. You know how I know? Because when I put it back together, mine back together, the first time I forgot to put those back in.
Whoops.
Oops. So
You learned though.
I did learn. What's the saying? You're gonna be dumb. You gotta be tough.
Awesome.
I still gotta wait like a minute though.
So this is what these do, Xander, is when you put them on, they tighten
They,
up.
yeah, they make it tight.
Yep. Tighten up on that hose will hold, and that hose ain't going nowhere then. You got one bolt over here and one over here.
I loosened that one up because that's got like a slot. But I think we need to
Is
disconnect
there anything behind the
the
filter?
fuel pump.
Oh, the fuel pump has to come off? You know, that would have made my job a lot easier.
Actually,
It doesn't look attached.
No, there's one right here.
just gotta loosen that
Yeah,
one
there's
up.
that one right there.
And then one right here.
He loosened that one up.
Oh.
Did I loosen this one up? Yeah, those are like slotted, so you don't even have to pull the nut all the way.
You know, the one thing I
bolt
gotta
all the way
say
out.
about these hose clamps, in all these years, why have they not changed from flathead to Phillips?
Yeah. Well, it's because they give you the option to use a ratchet on it.
You can still do it with a ratchet and have it the other way.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. It would be easier.
It's just easier.
All right, check that out. There you go.
Bravissimo.
Nice and easy. That's just
Stuff.
weed. Weed. That's all good stuff.
Hose.
It's a V-twin.
Yep.
17 horses. Purrs.
Alright, so on this, there's a bolt here
Mm-hmm.
and a bolt behind this cable.
I don't know if that's a 10 millimeter or not.
Nope, it is bigger.
Try that.
Like fingers in there.
That it?
Bigger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that one?
I don't know.
It's an
It's
11.
metric.
It's one of those weird metric things.
Yeah.
That's an 11, so we'll say that 12 is a
12 or 13.
13. I'm going with it.
All right, let's see what we got on this side.
Oh, it's probably 12. Or is it not metric?
It could be standard. So we got your one there, and we got, well,
It's behind the wire. There's one there.
is there one there?
Yeah, it's way back in there.
Oh yeah, it is
another,
way back in
another
there.
feet of engineering.
There it is.
That's nice.
There you go. And then we pull it on out. One starter.
cheaper made starter.
Well, let's be honest. This here in your hand, that there is made out of the finest Chinesium you can get.
It is. It
The
is.
finest Chinesium.
It is. And I am blessed to be able to have it.
Yes. It's pretty. It's shiny.
Shiny. It's
All
so
right.
shiny.
You know I like shiny things. There you go.
Alright.
And the interesting thing is there's no shims. It just bolts right back in. So it's not, doesn't require shim necessarily like some car starters do.
Alright.
Although newer cars, I don't think I've seen shims on a new car in a long time. The ones Dad used to rebuild, he would use shims on those.
That's because they were
Hot rods.
hot rods that were already 70 years old.
Well, this ain't a hot rod. I don't know.
Hey,
17 horsepower. If you put it on a
You
go
put that-
kart,
put
it
this-
probably would be a hot rod.
So you transfer this to a go kart, you'll be going.
Yeah, you'd be moving for sure.
All right. This one kind of sucks because it's way back in there. Oh no! Don't do that.
Did it fall down?
It went the wrong direction. I need my screwdriver. Where did my screwdriver go?
One
Oh.
screwdriver.
One screwdriver. The only screwdriver we have here.
Don't drop it.
I will. Probably. Ah, this is another one of these engineering things that, really.
Blaming the engineer, right?
Well, that's what you do when you drop a screw. It's the engineer's fault, not the operator, not the person fixing it. You always blame the engineer.
I agree. Or you blame your kid if they're out here with you,
Exactly.
regardless of whether they touched it or not.
Xander, why'd you do that?
You made me use too much torque on it.
Too much torque.
Too much torque.
Wow, someone pulled out a technical word. Torque, what's that?
Is it threaded right? That's the question. Or am I gonna strip something? Is the other question.
Well, check that out. Got our starter in, huh? Fancy. Torque to spec. 2 Ugga-Duggas.
Two.
And this is our
Power?
power. The skeeters are out in force tonight.
Oh, they are. They love it out here.
Call it spring, but it feels like summer.
All right, here. Do not break it, right?
Right.
Gentle.
Just get her nice and snug.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, don't snap another one.
No.
Well, this one's not rusted out either, so.
No. Or part of a fire.
Yeah, that too.
That's, dude. We need
I think
power
That's it.
in a fuel filter.
Yep. So now we're gonna put the shroud back on, put an inline filter in, get the gas tank on, and then we're gonna try and turn this thing over. Right, Xander?
I came out and I looked for you guys and you were gone.
We're magicians.
And then I got very upset.
Did you
I
cry?
got ditched.
Did you cry?
Yep.
Good.
What's that thingy?
This?
Yeah.
Fuel filter. Which does it goes this way, right?
Does the way it matter?
Yeah,
It should
'cause
show
it
you there kind of
filters.
slow. Yeah. Yeah. It should pass through the
Passes through the filter. into
filter first.
Confuse me.
That's what I do.
You know what you smell like, Dad?
Want to know what I do with the cheap to get these on?
WD-40 yet?
Nothing wrong with that. Works.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, but I just forgot
What's-
Xander, hand me that
the crucial part.
What?
that ratchet, and then hand me that socket. Nope, that one.
What's
Woo-hoo.
WD-40 made out of?
Western Digital hard drives.
It's actually water disbursement formula number 40. It was developed for the United States military.
Oh, that's right. I remember the military.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
True story, Xander. That is a true story.
What was it made for in the military?
It was made to disperse water off of electronics.
Oh, okay. And they found another purpose for it.
Yep. It's actually technically not a lubricant, but that's what a lot of people use it for. And that's really not what it is.
Isn't it rust removal?
No, it's literally a water disbursement spray. Now they make other kinds of stuff. WD-40 does. That's more for.
It protects rust and corrosion.
Yeah, corrosion from water getting on
Guide me here.
electronics, right? Look at that extension there. Doing it.
Hey,
Thanks.
Dad,
What?
do you think it's gonna start?
That is the $1 million question.
I'm gonna
a
go
couple
with
baggies
yes.
over there. Can you hand me those?
What's your
Thank
guess?
you.
I'm gonna say it's gonna start.
First time.
I think it will start.
And it's gonna start, I think, without any kind of
Right.
spray.
You do have spray in the truck for that, Dad.
Yeah, you do. All right. Now here's the question: do I have enough, room for the fuel tank? I forgot to take your
You're
sawzall and cut these stupid pieces off.
you're so bad.
Yeah, I know. It's just too unknown.
Hey, Dad. Dad. Dad.
What?
Can you flood an engine with starting spray?
Third and third?
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually put too much in there.
So
Just with like gas, you can put too much gas into it. You can put way too much starting fluid in there.
basically, an engine can have too much of everything.
Yeah. Too much
When you have
air.
too much air, too much spark.
What happens when it has too much air?
Then you don't have enough fuel. You got too much air and not enough fuel.
Yep. You gotta have the right mixture. Remember how you talk about tuners and
Yeah, they make sure that it has the air to fuel.
yeah, that's what they're doing. Got the socket set over there, and I'm still twisting these.
Isn't that called the AR ratio? The AR ratio, Dad?
I don't know.
AR ratio?
There may be something like that, but I am not.
You mean like an air to fuel ratio?
Yeah.
There might be a.
Well, there is
special
an air to
term.
fuel ratio when you're tuning,
Yeah.
like tuning on cars.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That all has to do with.
Yeah, you can adjust. Like Logan has HP tuners, and so you can actually go in and manually adjust how much fuel is getting shot in, right? Versus your air intake and all that stuff.
I'm supposed to get fuel in there first time.
By the no, it'll gravity feed right into it.
Yeah, Dad.
Xander. Yeah, I told you, Xander.
I told you, Dad.
Why you guys not listening to me?
That's why did you not listen to me?
You know, because
Which one's the new battery? I can't tell.
the little battery is the old battery that was on there.
Not a bigger one?
No, that one's mine.
Oh.
They didn't have. We couldn't really figure out what was exactly the right.
Yeah, they had they had batteries there that had cranking amps, and the battery on these had like an amp hour rating.
What's a crank?
Yeah.
Cranking amp is how much power it can put into that when it starts.
What happens if I spray their batteries with WD-40?
Nothing.
They don't go.
All right, so we
stick
got our
fat. I was
shroud
thinking
back
about
on. This is where the fuel tank sits on.
it. Hey, Dad.
And then when the fuel tank goes on, I think there's two straps that hold it on.
Yes,
Two straps. Yep. Oh, that is a big wasp.
We won't be doing that part today because we might have to take things apart again, so we'll leave that mostly
What's the straps?
apart.
Dad?
Yeah.
No?
Hopefully not. Hopefully it should.
Well, it's going to crank at one time, though. That's what you promised me, so...
It's gonna crank.
No, it's gonna crank without. I think it's gonna crank without.
I might have to shorten the fuel hose because I think I got way too much fuel hose. But
Yeah, well, do that after the fact.
I think it starts.
It's just good, you know. It gives it more gravity. Some go juice. You gotta push the.
oh, it's one of these weird
It's a government.
government conspiracy things so people can't pour gas.
Right. Try filling the tractor with a 5-gallon.
Oh, diesel in my truck when I use my
Yeah.
spares to refresh.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's just evil, pure evil.
Not right.
What is it for? What is it for?
What's what for? Those are the government gas spouts that's supposed to reduce spillage and vapor, gas vapor.
I already
But
violated.
I'll be honest, I think I end up spilling more gas than it saves. I mean, that's just me.
What about the gas cap? We should create the.
You got your gas cap there?
I don't know what I did with it. Yeah, there it is.
You didn't order a new one?
No, I didn't order a new one.
Loser.
Buy one at Home Depot.
I could,
I'm pretty
but I didn't know what size it was. If it was the 2-inch or if it was whatever. So
The thing I'd watch out for is that top. You might get water in that.
well, I'll tarp it off here.
Okay.
Make sure that we protect.
That sounds like a plan, Stan.
Okay.
So, battery.
Yeah,
barely.
Battery.
battery. Here's the battery.
And then we'll get that on.
Battery. 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 Positive, negative.
Yeah, I'm positive you're negative.
I think you can put the battery in from that side. By the way.
Hey,
Hey, daughter.
have you ever been to that Mexican place next to Papa John's? Nuevo Via something.
What
It's really good.
Whoa, that is a big old wasp that just landed on me.
Yeah.
That was frightening.
Yeah, it's really big.
I think we're gonna have to disconnect this and get it out of the way because I don't think it's gonna go in.
Your battery is bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
What do we got? What do we got here? Hold on.
This comes off. Well, actually, it doesn't
No.
quite help you, does it?
Man, nope, that will not slide down in there. That's weird. It fits in mine without having to remove anything.
Hey, Dad.
Where's that ratchet? Here it is.
Hey, Dad. How hard do I have to kick the tire for it to go?
Oh man.
What? Hey, didn't you say we're supposed to hit this pin in there? Clank that pin in first, so that pin doesn't disappear into eternity.
You have a 13 wrench?
13. You gave me a bunch over here. Here's
No,
a-
wrench.
Oh, wrench. Yeah, there's a 13 and
That's a 14.
somewhere.
I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see nothing. It's looks like 16. 12. That ain't gonna work. That's not it. There we go.
Hey, Dad.
Hmm?
Do you not believe it's gonna go first, guys?
I might want to hit that with the spray.
What?
This little pin, and then that way you can drive it in.
That's right, 'cause I got the most amazing thing ever, right?
TV blaster.
Don't you have a can in the bed of the truck?
Not of this stuff. Maybe I do.
You do.
Do I?
Yes.
Now you got more.
You know. Here, right, like here.
Yeah.
But no, you know, you're kind of, you're doing work. Here you go.
What's this other thing? Dad?
Say what? We have starter fluid too somewhere. I just don't know where I put it.
What is this?
Starter fluid. You put it in the carb. Make it
Liquidio,
sing.
Liquidio di Argentina. Why did you buy the Mexican version?
You're reading the wrong side.
Oh,
And it's Spanish version.
Mexican.
Espanol.
Espanol.
The Mexican version. Hey, can I have a key? Dang, you're so generous. Yeah, it's been. Huh? Okay.
Xander tries to have funny moments. And the funny thing is, you're Puerto Rican. So there's that.
Yeah, why can't it be
It's
it's Puerto Rican?
No, it's not.
Yeah, but you're Puerto Rican.
But I said it's Mexican.
Which means you're a Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican.
That's Puerto Rican.
Right? Your mom's half. That makes you a quarter.
I cost 25 cents.
Probably. I wouldn't have paid more than that for you.
Oh, trust me, I paid way over.
Oh, we got ripped off, I think. You have a
thanks.
Phillips?
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 Now the
Yeah.
one.
You got one in Phillips?
I got one of them upstairs.
So I probably should have put the ground on first, but you know, I don't do things the easy way.
Why should you put it on first?
Well, usually when you put a battery on, you put the ground on first.
So what does the ground do?
Ground the battery down. You have your positive and negative battery. Your ground is what connects your negative side of your battery to the chassis. Right? Because remember, this goes under here and grounds to the engine.
Yeah.
Give me a screwdriver. I might not need. This one actually happened to fit.
You made me go inside
I sure did.
for nothing?
Yep, pretty much.
Physical.
Okay, well, that's the battery hooked up. I mean, this isn't connected, but we're not going anywhere, so I'm not really worried
Give
about
that
it.
man the key.
All right. Why don't you let Xander start it?
You want to start it?
Climb up
Is it in the
there.
right position? It ain't going to go nowhere? Because we don't want it, to...
It's in neutral.
This side key is going to work.
I know. He's,
You got? Is the gas running down through the filter or anything?
Yeah.
It's getting there,
There's
but I don't
some in
think
it.
it's where it needs to be.
Do you have the valve open on the back?
There's a valve, but I don't know which way is open and which one's closed.
I'll imagine it's closed since there's no gas here.
There it is, just not much. And hopefully it's not damaged from
Where's the?
in the back. See it?
where even is it? Oh.
Yeah, no, no, I think that's
Actually,
closed.
oh wait.
That's where it was.
And then I can go all the way.
You had it in reverse. Oh crap.
No, it was in neutral.
I mean, it's clearly putting fuel down here. It's just not putting
Yeah.
enough.
So why did it say reverse?
A little more gravity, baby. Just slow.
Well, once it gets to a point, it can suck it through, and then gravity don't matter.
Why did the
Well,
logo?
That might be enough, though, to turn it over.
Turn it up, see if you can.
Why did it say it was in reverse then?
It's not connected.
All right.
Oh, it is
okay.
connected.
All right, let's put that
That's
key
reverse.
in.
That's neutral.
Yeah.
Xander, put the key in.
All right, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Did I put it in the right way?
Yeah, if it went in, turn it to start.
Turn it.
Just turn it over.
Maybe you have to squeeze the magic trigger.
This one?
No, that only engages the.
Okay. Stop.
All right. Hit it one more time.
1 second. Just get this off.
Now let's see if we can get it to start without the fluid. real quick.
Yeah, but we'll
Did
take
the
it
pump
off.
pull down more fuel?
Yeah, it looked like it.
Is it full?
Nope.
Not fully full.
No, but it's enough in there. If it's gonna pull that fuel out.
See, it might take a while because there's a lot of air in that line. So.
Yep. So
Go
let's
ahead
give
and
it
crank
another-
it.
Go again? Was that it?
Go ahead
Yes.
and turn it. All right. sounds like that's the starter jumping out of the.
Out of the bit.
Yeah.
Out of the gear.
Yeah.
Thing.
The flywheel.
That thing, the jiggy.
Yep.
Well, the only other thing is
You can shoot it through.
we can do it. We can shoot it and see if we can get a little.
If it'll pop off. All right, Xander.
A second.
Just tell me
I think I can do
when.
it for you.
You should be able to shoot it from there. There you go.
Dad?
That's funny. Turn it.
Yep, turn it.
Stop.
That didn't sound good.
Because you'll know when to disengage it. I don't want
Yeah,
to
here.
kill that starter.
I want to watch
It's
this.
soft. It's soft on that side of the fencing.
I don't think he cares.
Man, that's. That's not good, man.
It's not
You shouldn't be
disengaging,
doing that.
No.
Sparks on the starter. Sparks on the starter.
Is that where it is?
Yeah.
So it's not dropping out of the
Sparks
flywheel,
came out of the
right?
starter.
We need to have the shroud off.
Yeah, let's take the shroud off.
The good news is with a little bit of
Go juice.
go juice, it is turning over.
Mm-hmm.
The bad news is
The starter sparking.
I don't think we got necessarily bad news.
well, the concern currently. It'll work.
It'll run.
Could just got a bad starter too, because the box was pretty damaged. So hopefully it didn't bang it up too bad.
What happens if it's a bad starter? Just return it.
Yeah.
You know,
Size metric.
it's pretty fun when you're.
Well, it might not be
This is.
returnable too. I gotta find out.
Yeah.
It's that cheap Chinese starter. So
You know, it's pretty fun when you're the first one trying to start it after fire and it starts smoking again.
yeah, no, it won't start on fire.
No, I think there's something rubbing up under the shroud, or that starter's not
What's the shroud?
disengaging.
Not disengaging, but I'm thinking it sounds like.
But you can put a little grease on there.
Yeah, because what it looked like was the starter was still spinning and then it sparked and then stopped.
I think it's sticking up in
Let
the
me get
flywheel.
some bearing grease.
I think that's what's happening. We put that starting fluid in there though. It wants to start.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
So
Here.
what does the starting fluid do?
It's highly flammable.
So it helps it
Yep.
get that.
Spark.
Yeah.
Yep. You usually don't have to use it for gas engines. It's usually old diesels that worn out. Here, Xander. Hold these.
You yelled at the mower, Dad?
Yeah, they just slip right off. This one.
Did you just yell at the engine? Dad? Stop.
It was when it kicks over, it's supposed to just pull back down and disengage. The problem is if the mower starts and it doesn't disengage, it will fry.
Or if it partially
yeah.
comes out, it's just sparking that flywheel.
So basically what's happening is most likely the starter
Here.
doesn't want to stop itself.
It's not retracting.
Mm.
Is what it looks like.
So it just keeps going.
That's what it
and
looks
going.
like. Look at see.
Yeah. It's not rubbing against it. No, it sits high. See,
I think it's sitting higher than it should be.
Yeah. How do we adjust that?
Where's the old one? You see that? I wonder if we can take that off. Oh, they're just bolted on.
No, they're not.
Those little nuts. Oh, they pressed on?
They look like they're pressed on. See those indentations?
No. I bet you that's what it is. Well, let's just see.
Well, we'll see it.
Yeah. All right.
It's not rubbing against anything on the inside here, right?
No, but it's funny that it does it when it starts. See, it's not dropping down right. Do you see that?
Yep.
It's like catching it. See if you can just put a little, see how rusty that is there?
Don't get it started on you.
There you go. Just start it over.
Hey, Dad. Sounds a bit
Catching.
better.
It's coming back up. You see that? I don't know
Yeah,
if
it
it's
came
catching the
back up.
wheel, the flywheel, and popping back up. That's. I'm gonna try and shoot some. See what it does. What's the matter, Xander? You don't like sparks?
No, I don't trust you guys with this. Hey, Dad, your little machine sounds so cool.
I'm not sure if this is choke. Yeah,
Why did it spark
it looks
that
like
much?
it.
Why did it
I
spark?
was drinking. It may have just.
Yeah.
Why did it spark when it started?
Well, it's the starter's
It
not.
started disengaged though. It allowed it to run.
So you guys didn't have it choked.
Is there gas back down in it?
Yeah, there's thin gas back in there.
Let's see.
when it
Other than
starts.
that, starter freaking me out a little bit. I would say that is
Pretty damn good test.
that's pretty awesome.
I don't trust the starter.
Well,
It sparks a bit too much for me.
I mean, eventually it'll break enough metal off to where it won't do that anymore.
It'll chip it. It'll break the edges of it. Exactly.
So,
Well,
but you don't want to break the flywheel teeth off either. So, cool.
It starts and it flames
Well, that's
up.
good.
that is great news.
Dad, it
Huh?
starts and it flames up, and I'm like, no, I don't trust it.
Now you're all about it. Is this one of the bolts from the shroud?
So, guys, what about an hour and a half worth of work or so, and it's up and running. A couple things we still need to figure out. You know, why the blade's not engaging. You know, probably need to take the carb out and clean the carb. Because on the when you're revving it up, it's got a lot of I don't know what the right word would be. It's like thrusting, not thrusting.
It should go up.
I don't know. I'll figure out what the word is eventually.
Should stay pretty.
So you'll notice when I had it to where it was on a higher run, it was surging a lot. So I think that has something to do with the carburetor. Obviously this thing hasn't been ran in a long time, so it might just need to be cleaned out. But we'll take a look at that down the road, and then we're going to figure out why our blade's not engaging. But it runs, so we know the motor's good. That's awesome. Guys, thanks for tuning in to Gray Beard Garage. Again, my name is Matt.
I'm Nate.
Nate. See you later, Xander. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. Doesn't cost you anything, but it does great things for my channel. And it allows us to do cool stuff like this. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.